Good evening, everybody. Welcome along. How are we all? Hope you're all doing well. Last bit of content from me before I head to Tenerife for 2 weeks. Hope you're all doing well, feeling good, because I'm ready for a holiday. I am ready for a holiday. Heading off tomorrow, back on Tuesday the 23rd, so I'm back in time for Coventry. If we get through the next round of this if we get past this round into the next round of the competition, the game is on Tuesday the 23rd, but I do not land back in England until about midnight. I think it's about quarter to midnight. I'm scheduled to land on that Tuesday, so I will miss the game, sadly. So you won't have a match day vlog from that, but I'll do a reaction or whatever, and I'll see what people are saying, because I won't have been able to watch the game on I'll be in the sky throughout that entire game. So sadly, won't be able to know anything about it until I land back in England. All right then. Let's get cracking. With some team news then, before I look at chat, because there's not much. It's just a hi Joe and Joshy Boy is heading to the game. That was at 8:17 this morning. My God. 8:17 this morning. Jesus. Right then, team news. Ryan Longman has returned to training but won't be risked in Carabao Cup action, said Shota Avaladze in his pre-match press conference. Avaladze also said that it's unlikely for Benjamin Tete to feature in front of the Sky Sports cameras because, yes, that game is on Sky Sports, I do believe. We'll quickly have a look. But I think it's unlikely. I think it is. An unconfirmed new signing, Timothée Lota-Tyler, featured in the warm-up prior to the 0-0 draw at Preston on Saturday, and the young French goalkeeper is very likely to feature if his move is confirmed by the EFL and his arrival is confirmed to the public via the club's social media and a press release. Tyler Smith and Greg Doherty with a quad injury. Don't know the extent of Tyler Smith's just yet or what muscle. They missed the 0-0 draw Preston North End through injury, and they are also unavailable for this game. Doherty's injury is less severe than first feared, but he'll be out for around 3 to 6 weeks. And yes, it is on Sky. It's on Sky Sports main event, channel number 401, or Sky Sports Football channel number 403 on Sky. Yeah, nice. And then Nathan Baxter finger, James Scott shin, Dukan Sinek calf, Brandon Fleming foot, unconfirmed new signing Adama Traore hamstring, and Josh Emmanuel illness all also remain out of action. There we go. I was wondering why that wasn't in. Well, what wasn't in chat? What do you mean, Ashley? Up the Tigers, we're going to win 2-0, hopefully. This is interesting. This gives us an idea as to the team tomorrow for the under-23s game. Sadly, can't make it tonight. But Harry Fisk is in net, so he's not going to be anywhere near. Neither is Jake Leake, Ollie Green. Neither will Harry Woods play him, so he won't be in the team either. Didn't expect Mac or Josh or Will to be in there, or any of the guys on the bench for that matter. Tom McCauley, Sincere Hall, Harry Lovick, Glenn Sarney, or Rocco Coyle. So there's going to be no Ollie Green and no Harry Wood or Will Jarvis. Interesting one. Interesting. Okay. Right. I just need to quickly change one of my predictions then. That's all. So hold on a second. this is just a couple of formalities. So I'll only be a moment. However, though, this is interesting because it rules out a lot of players. This rules out a hell of a lot of players. That's 1 sub, 2 sub, 3 sub, 4 sub, 5 sub. So I need one more. I need one more to put on the bench then, and there's not a big pool to choose from. We've got too many injuries. He's out on loan. Right, I think I've done it. I think. Okay, right. You'll see what the result of that is later in the stream. The 8 a.m. message. Oh, this is the second round on the 23rd of this month. Yes, it is. I wouldn't know. Last time we got to the second round that I can remember was 2021 when the season was delayed by like a month. Yeah, we beat Sunderland, didn't we? FFS, I go away the 18th. Hopefully, it's a small club at home or something. See, if it's an away game, I wouldn't have been going anywhere probably because midweek away games are very, very difficult to do. But if it's a small home team and I land back on the day, but after the game, fuming. Or hopefully they put it on Wednesday the 24th. I'm praying, but I think it's unlikely. Okay, right. We'll quickly hop to Ref Watch then because I'm a bit busy tonight doing my last few bits of packing and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and have a good stream, deliver a good stream for you all, but also keep it, get everything I need to get in there and have a bit of interaction, but still keep it pretty short and sweet. Referee then, Seb Stocksbridge, 2 liners, Simon Clayton and Chris Ward. 4th official is Ben Turner. We'll move swiftly on to stats then taken from the Preston game, and we were battered in terms of possession, battered in terms of shots. Only had 1 on target the entire game, and defensively, our tackle success rate and clearances is very, very nice. That's very, very nice. Yeah, right. So, head to head quickly before we look at. Oh no, we'll quickly look at chat. Ashley's away on the 23rd and 24th. Bit off topic, but who do I think is getting the Alpine seat for 2023? I think it's got to be Ricardo. I think it's going to be Danny Rick. I love a good midweek away game. Getting home at 3 in the morning after a 2-0 loss. Nice. I do want to do a midweek away game at some point this year. It just depends what the situation is. So let's have a look then at the key players for Bradford then. So they've not had the greatest start to the season, which we'll look at in a moment. But they tend to play under Mark Hughes a 4-2-3-1. And it tends to be with Harry Lewis in net. Back 4 looking something like Halliday, Platt, Riedel and Critchlow down there. And then in the midfield, Richie Smallwood. King Richard. Gone straight in there and he's captain. That says a lot about his character. Says a lot about him. Then East alongside him. Then, do you remember this guy? We were linked with him once, Harry Chapman on the right. And then it might be... It's recently been Lee Angle on the left, sorry. And then Gillied behind Where is he? Vadan Oliver there, who scored against us once or twice. I think he scored against us once during our League One season. But big one, Gaffer, is Mark Hughes. Building something there. However, if you look at their form, very, very... hold on a second. It's just being temperamental here. There we go. Well, that was their team in their last game. But their 2 games this season, a draw and a defeat. Doncaster, a very good draw. They'll be up the sharp end in the League 2 table. Then Barrow, I don't think they will be from the outside looking in. So that's a tough defeat for them. For us, unbeaten. Preston wasn't convincing at all, but we still managed to scrape a point. So I'm quite pleased with that. Hello, Lucas Smallwood. Bradford battered Donny. Interesting one. Unfortunately, Lucas, Figs will snap Smallwood into next week. God. Then lost to Barrow. Supporting the team or going against your own family, Lucas. Got free tickets to that from a Bradford fan down the road. Tough games coming up in the league against Norwich, Burnley, West Brom and Cov. That we get 7 points, 2 wins, a draw and a loss to Burnley. Beat Cov and West Brom, draw to Norwich. Interesting one. We won't be able to do previews to them, I'm afraid. I'll try and still do some match reactions, little 2-minute ones. Shouting out, get in, just instant reaction to me seeing what's going on, because I probably won't be able to watch the games either, sadly. I'll be able to watch the Bradford one tomorrow night when I land. Yeah, right. Anyway, moving on. We won't do the league. In fact, no, we will do the league table. We will do the league table. To see how it's looking at the moment. Still 1 game to be played in the Championship. And that is... Oh, no, there's still quite a few games to I think there's 2 to be played, in fact. Give me a second. Oh, yeah, because the Rotherham game got postponed, didn't it? Because Coventry's pitch is disgraceful. But it's West Brom Watford tonight. So I might have a little watch of that one. But we're still 5th. Still very good. And no matter what either of those teams do, we will still end the day in the top 6. Which is not too shabby at all. I'm pretty pleased with that. All right, then. Let's move swiftly on to Around the Grounds. We'll have a quick look in chat. Barrow game was awful. Bradford equalised. It was... Oh, yeah. 3-2, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, my God. Christ. Right, then. Around the Grounds, there's a lot to get through. 1 game was played last week. That was Cambridge versus Millwall. Cambridge won 1-0 at the Abbey Stadium. And George Honeyman was sent off for Millwall. Okay. Have a drink. Because this is going to be some very long stuff, because there's the North and the South draws in here. So, the 7:30 kickoff tomorrow is Shrewsbury versus Carlisle. Then the 7:45 games are Wimbledon versus Gillingham, Accrington Stanley versus Tranmere Rovers, Blackpool versus Barrow, Bolton Wanderers versus Salford City, Bradford City versus Hull City, Cardiff City versus Portsmouth, Charlton Athletic versus QPR, Cheltenham Town versus Exeter City, Crawley Town versus Bristol Rovers, Doncaster Rovers versus Lincoln City, Fleetwood Town versus Wigan Athletic, Forest Green Rovers versus Leyton Orient, Grimsby Town versus Crewe Alexandra, Harrogate Town versus Stockport, Huddersfield Town versus Preston North End. Ipswich Town versus Colchester United. We'll keep going. Luton versus Newport. MK Dons versus Sutton United. Mansfield versus Derby County. Morecambe versus Stoke. Northampton versus Wickham. Norwich versus Birmingham. Oxford versus Swansea. Rochdale versus Burton. Walsall versus Swindon. Reading versus Stevenage. Then we've veered into that. That's the last of the 8. So Walsall Swindon was the last of the 4:45 kickoffs tomorrow. The 8:00 kickoff is Reading versus Stevenage. On Wednesday, the 4:45 kickoffs are Blackburn versus Hartlepool, Coventry versus Bristol City, Middlesbrough versus Barnsley, Plymouth versus Peterborough, Port Vale versus Rotherham, and Sheffield Wednesday versus Sunderland, a repeat of the playoff semi-final in League One from last season. And then the 8:00 kickoff. This is a tough turnaround for West Brom. Jesus. That's a really tough turnaround for them. It's West Brom versus Sheffield United, the 8:00 kickoff on Thursday. Okay, right, done. Smashed it. Just about. Still got a voice. Good. Any transfer news? Yes, there is some transfer news. Mentioned Timothy Tatala there in team news. I think that one will be done in time for him to play tomorrow night. Halil Dervishoglu is open to the move to City, and Brentford are willing to let him go as soon as they get a replacement in. The mystery number 10 from the Premier League is getting close, but this player did not play last week. Well, in the Premier League games over the weekend. We're keeping an eye. I've seen the comment from Khan, Pelkas to Hull City. We're keeping an eye on Pelkas because we know the Premier League number 10 will be difficult to get because the selling club seem reluctant, although the player is very, very interested to move to Hull City. But we're keeping an eye on Demetrius Pelkas, but we've not made an official bid yet. And then we're still eyeing a defender from the Turkish Super League, a Turkish player. Arjun had discussions with him this time last week, and all went well. He's interested because we were trying to get that Larea from Nottingham Forest, but it sadly did not come to pass. What about injuries? Rewind the stream and check team news, mate. I'm not going through all that again. I had to read far too much. But sum it up. Tete not going to play. Longman's not going to be risked. Doherty and Tyler Smith are out injured. Job done. Then there's Baxter, Scott, Cynic, Fleming, Traore, Emmanuel. How much longer have I got to name them all? Still out injured. That's a summary. Okay, right. Memorable match. In my lifetime, Hull City have never, ever, ever played Bradford. So there's not a match that I can remember. Last time out also, that was in April 2005. We won 2-0 in League One, but there is nothing I can show you of that game. Absolutely nothing of that. So I'll just jump straight to the record. Not much of this is very representative, but this is what I can show you. Last 5 games against Bradford, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. Dating back to 1995, which is 11 years pre my existence. God. My Lord, eh? My Lord. Okay. Shared shirts. I've got a longer one for you today, and it comes in the form, I'm going to have to zoom in for this, of Dean Windass. So Dino came through City's Academy. You know, geezer. 1991 to 1995, he played for us professionally. 204 appearances with 64 goals. Left us to Middlesbrough, then joined Bradford. From 1999 to 2001, 88 appearances, 20 goals. left Bradford. Can't remember who went to. Might have been Oxford. You know what? I'll double check who it was. So he left us, went to Aberdeen, then went to Oxford, then went to Bradford, then went to Middlesbrough, then joined Sheffield Wednesday on loan, then joined Sheffield United on loan before signing for Sheffield United permanently in 2003, then joined Bradford again later that same year, and then in 2003, then joined us on loan in 2007 from Bradford, another 18 appearances for us and another 8 goals. Then left Bradford permanently, joined us again, was with us from 2007 to 2009, another 66 games, another 25 goals. So that is a total of 270 288 appearances for Hull City, with 64, 72 had 5 is 77, 97 Hull City goals. If you followed that, well done, because I'm going to be honest, I've just been monologuing to myself, forgetting what's going on there. And then his last little bit of time with us was spent on loan with Oldham Athletic before he joined Darlington permanently. Then retired in October 2009. In August 2010, came out of his retirement to play for Barton Town on a game-by-game basis, and he scored a hat-trick on his debut against Yorkshire Amateur. Then left Barton and signed for Scarborough, where his brother-in-law at the time was assistant manager. Initially, commitments for Sky Sports prevented him from playing for them, and he left. Then re-signed in October 2011, then made his debut that month and came on as a sub. Yeah, God. And then he had a lot of unsuccessful manager things. At Grimsby, then at Shrewsbury, then at Hartlepool. Then he became club ambassador. Was in that role from 2015 through to the end of summer 2018 before the Alams sacked him off. Then he became manager of East Hull, which went down about as well as you'd expect. Sorry, Dean. That East Hull then became FC Humber United, and that FC Humber United has then since gone down the shitter. And since then, he gave me a lift home from Barbers, and I sat in a sauna with him for 20 minutes. That's the career of Dean Windass, folks. That's the career of Dean Windass. Right. Breathe. Predicted team. In Shota Arva, lads, I think Shota will go to a 3-4-3 tomorrow night. With in goal, Timothy Tyler. I think he will be in time. And as you can see there, I think he's taken the vacant number 32 from Harvey Cartwright. Centre-backs, Jacob Greaves, the captain, Sean McLaughlin and Jevon Mills. Jevon not featuring tonight for the under-21s. Right wing-back, Randall Williams. Left wing-back, Callum Elder. Central midfield, Mika Seri and Regan Slater. On the right, Malik Wilkes. On the left, Vaughan Coville. And up top, Oscar Estupinian. On the bench, David Robson, Louis Coyle, Alfie Jones, Ozan Tufan, Aliyah Sayad Manesh, Andy Cannon, and Callum Jones. I believe that's 7. Jones, Cannon, Sayad Manesh, Tufan, Jones, Coyle, Robson. Yes, it is. Right. Okay, breathe. Lastly then, predicted score. I think we'll win 2-0 tomorrow night. Goal scorers, Mika Seri, Estupinian and Vaughan Coville. That's what I've got for you. That's what I've got. Right. And that's it from me for the next 2 weeks in terms of structured content. If we make a new signing that I've got a thumbnail made for already, like a Pelcast, like a Dervisoglu, like a Load to Tyler, I'll do a little reaction video to that and see how long it takes for me to try and upload it on hotel Wi-Fi. But other than that, yeah, that's it. That's it. Like I say, I'll try and do little signing reactions if I can, and little mini match reaction sort of things. I'll try. I'll have thumbnails made just in case, but they'll only be sort of 2 minutes long, that sort of thing. So it won't be anything too strenuous. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. And in terms of structured content, I'll see you for the preview for Coventry. And until then, from me, take care. Look after yourselves. Keep yourselves well. I'll still be on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that if you've got anything to ask or want to say anything to me. Thank you very much, Ashley. I will enjoy Tenerife. And for now, see you later, everyone. Take care. Up the Tigers. And goodbye.